Hey guys, I'm Nick and today we're going to be making a Funfetti cookie dough brownie cake. The brownie in this cake is like super fudgy, so if that is your jam, this is the brownie cake for you. You can make it into regular brownies or you can just use chocolate buttercream or ganache if you don't want the cookie dough in this recipe. But trust me guys, this recipe is absolutely gorgeous and delicious. And it looks super fun. It's basically perfect for any occasion, but especially for birthdays. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it from scratch, but before we get stuck into today's recipe, I wanna quickly remind you that if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, and a lot of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all of my latest recipes. And make sure you hit the like button so that YouTube lets more people see this video, which I think a lot of people should see this video. It just helps the YouTube algorithm and it helps even more people see the video. So let's hit the like button and subscribe. Now, like I said, if you watched last week's episode, you already know that I made this delicious Funfetti cookie dough recipe. That's the recipe we're going to be using in today's video for one of the layers of the cake. Now let's start with the brownie. So you're going to start by adding some dark chocolate to a large microwave safe bowl, along with some butter, cocoa powder, and some sugar. We're going to pop this in the microwave for about 30 seconds at a time, mixing each time until it's nice and smooth. Next, we're going to be adding some eggs. Now guys, I know it looks like a lot of eggs, but we're making a cake and this recipe just happens to have a lot of eggs. That's actually what helps this be a super fudgy brownie. Once you've mixed the eggs in there, you are going to mix some flour in there, and once that's all incorporated, you're basically ready to pour this into your cake tins. I'm going to be using some 8-inch cake tins which I've just sprayed with some cooking oil and lined with some baking paper at the bottom. We're going to split this evenly amongst 2 baking tins. We're going to pop it in the oven for about 40 minutes on 120 degrees Celsius. Once it's finished baking, let it cool down completely. Now guys, like I said, if you want to learn how to make the Funfetti cookie dough truffle recipe, which is actually in the center of these cake layers, click up here to watch that video once this one is done. So our brownie layers have baked and cooled. Now this next step, we're going to need a deep 8-inch cake tin. I'll show you guys in a second why, but first we're going to lay out a couple pieces of plastic wrap on your workbench. Now this is going to help getting the brownies in the new cake tin a lot easier than just trying to squash them in there. It's actually going to help them come out a lot easier as well, because if you don't do this step, it's basically impossible to get the brownies out of there. Trust me, I know from experience. We are going to add half of our cookie dough recipe on top of that, and we're going to use our clean hands to just squish it down as evenly as you can before you add the next brownie layer. Add the other half of the cookie dough before you add your third and final brownie. I know I said before that you only bake 2 brownie layers, but it's actually 3, so split it amongst 3 cake tins. Now you can see that the third layer doesn't quite fit in that cake tin. That's completely fine. Just wrap it up once you've got it on top of there, pop it in the fridge for about an hour to chill and set. And guys, once that has set, we are going to turn the cake tin upside down. Keep doing this to help it kind of encourage it to come out of the cake tin. You can try lifting it up with the plastic, but you need to be careful because you can rip the plastic. Just kind of shake it upside down and it will come out eventually. Now, the next step is decorating the cake. So I've got some of my buttercream frosting, my chocolate buttercream frosting. You can grab the recipe for that on my website. I've actually made a video for it as well. So click up there to watch that once you finish this video. Now, the next step, we are going to be drizzling some chocolate sauce on top of this beautiful cake. We're going to spread it around using a small offset spatula before we pipe some swirls of chocolate buttercream frosting. You can grab the recipe for that on my website and the chocolate sauce recipe on my website. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want to grab the recipe for this recipe, the written recipe that is, you're gonna grab it on my website, thescranline.com. Link for that is in the box below. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. And if you have any suggestions for what you wanna see on this channel, leave them in the comments down below because I would love to hear your suggestions. Thank you so much. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line. Oh, quickly guys, let me quickly update you on my trip to America. I had the best time meeting you guys at the book signings. Thank you so much for coming if you were there. I did a book signing in San Francisco, New York, and LA, and I got to meet so many wonderful people, and some of you actually came with gifts, which is so amazing. I had the best time and I got lots of sun, which is why this gorgeous pregnant woman glow is upon me. If you want to see all of the photos and videos from that trip, hop over to my Instagram at NickMcCready's. That's my personal Instagram, and see the videos on there. I also have a at the Scran Line account, which is my Scran Line Instagram. So make sure you're following me on there. Thank you to everyone who came. I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Scran Line.